Connie had a one-way ticket to paradise. And Everett hired someone to find out just such tidbits about her. Was he paranoid she'd keep the cash and the kid? Marriage contract. Standard prenup with a wealthy type like Everett. But this is unusual. Nicole agrees to do whatever it takes to bear him a son, including abort a female child. That's a nasty add-on to Dearly Beloved. Encrypted document. Let's check it out. That sure puts the $1 million baby. Big dough for a surrogate mom. She's already got half down. Maybe Connie decided she'd rather have $500,000 and her child than a whole $1 and no kid. So Connie gets half of her $1 million mother load, and Everett hires a PI to keep an eye on his investment. Maybe old Everett was paranoid Connie'd skip with the cash and the precious cargo in her tummy.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
I hardly think an explanation is called for. I mean, look at it. That's a picture of two people sharing a happy moment. Well, Miss Roth had just confirmed that she was indeed having a boy. There was a 5% chance otherwise, as I explained, but she had just received a check for $500,000. I think we both had a right to be smiling. Leaving town? Now you've lost me.
You had just paid her $500,000, and now she was booking with your baby, not to mention money. You went from handing out mental cigars to rage at being double-crossed. Desperate, you grabbed a knife at the casino, rushed to her apartment, and tried to get rid of her and the evidence she was carrying inside her.
You're the one who sounds desperate, Miss Willows, flinging accusations without thought or care. I don't need to justify hiring someone to protect my investment, and I certainly don't need to build a case against killing the woman who was carrying my son. You'd have me killing my son. It's insulting. It's absurd. If she asked for more money, she'd have got it. It's that simple. But she's no blackmailer. Do you think I would pick less than sturdy, trustworthy stock to carry my child? You know what? I've suffered all the indignities from you people that I can abide. Searching my hotel room, harassing my wife, exposing my secrets. I may be a dying man, Miss Willows, but I'm not without my resources. I suggest you find the real killer or suffer the consequences. God, and now this nonsense? All right, Nicole dry cleans damn near everything. She's a cleanliness freak, obsessive about it. Even the night of that awful attack, she made dry cleaning a priority. I can give you the name of the service if you want another wrong tree to bark up.
I'll track down the dry cleaner in question. Let's also check the luxury suite to see if it's been dropped off already. Cleaning service said they just made a delivery. Hotel housekeeping confirmed they brought it to the room. Brass cleared us to take what we find based on our original warrant. Should be around here somewhere. Well, according to the cleaners, this is everything Nicole dropped off to them. Pity we got to it after the drying service had their way with it. Time for a closer look. This USB card must have been left in the pocket. Good thing Nicole picked a thorough cleaning service. Rib's been mended. Possible fiber evidence. And we can test for blood stains. Okay, if Nicole was carrying this photo, she likely suspected an affair between her husband and Connie for some time. And she could have known Connie was expecting by chatting up Shane. Nicole must be in solid with the casino security to have that photo at all. And I wonder if she's how it wound up in Shane's hands. That puts this blouse at the crime scene at the time of the attack. And somehow, I can't picture Everett in it.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
And why would I want to kill a non-entity like her?
Because you thought she was having an affair with your husband. And she was pregnant with his child. Shane probably told you Connie was having a boy, and you knew how much that meant to your husband.
I didn't care about Connie. She wasn't worth killing. It was the bastard that she was carrying. He was the threat. Understand? I knew Everett had been meeting with her, talking with her. You could tell they were sharing some secret. So I got in good with the security guys and asked them to watch for Everett and that bitch together. Get me some photos if possible. And they got me that juicy one. I guess I jumped to the wrong conclusion, but I was right that Everett was betraying me. What difference does it make whether he impregnated her or some needle? I was bearing his child, but our daughter wasn't good enough for him. He had to have a son, even if it was with some lowlife. I had to protect my little girl and myself. I found out where she lived, waited outside for Shane to leave for work, and got in using the spare key. I started in on Connie, on her baby. Stabbed 4 or 5 times, but the blade wouldn't go through. And she woke up, screaming and clawing and fighting. I freaked out and ran off, but before I got out there, I heard a loud bang, a shot, and the faintest tug on my clothes. So I took the clothes to the dry cleaners. They were dirty. And Everett? We're just friends who made a business arrangement, period. You understand, don't you? Pregnant with his child, and he's betraying us both. He has a few good years left. We could have tried again. I could have had that stupid special procedure to have his precious boy.
He doesn't have a year, Nicole. With his time running out, he panicked too. Do you know what he really intended to do? To adopt that child and raise the boy as your daughter's brother. He'd have told you when he felt the time was right. Well, you and he will have a child. Only it'll be born not in some European clinic, but within prison walls. This isn't a case of rich and poor. It's a case of poor communication. Nicole had it all. A rich husband planning to leave her and their daughter a fortune. Connie and Shane had everything too. They loved each other, and even their financial dreams could have come true if she'd shared with Shane the secret of her sudden pregnancy. Broke or flush, couples have to communicate, or it all breaks down. Pleasure working with you on this one. You can get your evaluation from Grissom in his office.
All right, here's your evaluation. For evidence, there were a few items you didn't find, or fully process. For hints, you didn't need any at all. And, at the end of the day, you followed the evidence to a clear conclusion. I can't argue with that. Not bad. You've earned a solid middle ranking. A couple of clear areas to improve for next time. And by the way, thank you for all the new specimens you found for my collection. I'm recommending you for an extra bonus. Great hunting.